they must be having a little bit of a problem with their base because they had Barack Obama come in. Apparently Joe Biden wasn't enough. Shocking. Yeah. So they had Barack Obama come in and he stands in Detroit and he says, they say there's a crime issue. That happened 7 years ago under Trump. First of all, we're like, he must have taken math in Michigan.
I'm right.
He was president 7 years ago.
That's right.
But I mean, think about the optics of that. You're standing in the second most violent city in the nation, and you're like, it's not our fault. Gretchen's only been in office for 20 years. Yes, it is your fault. You guys are the ones who say you don't want our communities to be protected by the people who protect our communities. So we are going to make sure we invest in our police officers. We're going to put $1 billion new into policing. We're going to recruit and retain police officers and bring honor back to that job. It's funny because, you know, they ask the Democrats, are you going to have Joe Biden come and campaign for you? And most of them are like, no, we're good, thanks. No thanks. So they asked Joe Biden, they're like, why are people asking you not to come? Why has Tim Ryan said that they don't want you to come? And of course his response was like, 16, blah, 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 48. And we're like, what does that mean? No one knows what that means. I don't know, maybe it's some sort of weird code. But Gretchen Whitmer, she had him here. So she got, you know, remember a while ago she said she was riding with Biden and we all had a ride. We all had a seat on that train. Like, get me off that train. Yeah. No thanks, but she's clearly still riding with Biden. They were holding hands at the auto show. Do you remember that, holding hands? Yeah. I mean, part of us is like, is she holding him up? Right. It could be. We don't know, you know. We're not 100% sure. Maybe he thought she was Jill. Who knows? But that happened. And the media comes out and they're like, how sweet. Joe Biden was here and Gretchen Whitmer and Joe Biden were holding hands. It's like America's grandfather. We're like, no one wants that.
That's creepy as hell.
But I think, how funny would this be if it were Tudor Dixon and Donald Trump holding hands? You think it would be America's grandfather? I don't think so. That's the difference. But that's why the Democrats have become so arrogant, because they have the media always coming to hold their water. What can we do for you? Can we run a story for you? Give us your opposition research. And then they've realized that actually the people are paying attention. They're paying attention beyond the fake stories. They know what's really going on. And when she crushed small business in this state, people understood that it was coming from Democrat policies.